It's Laura here. This is one of my experiments with pouring. I have sped it up and chopped out large parts of it because I was kind of just trying to work out what I was trying to do, basically. I really love what I've seen of some people's pours. I think I probably went in here with a bit too much brown. I was trying to get sort of an earthy sort of look, and I think it ended up kind of drying darker and looking a bit sad, but and I learnt that these MDF covered in canvas boards are probably not the best for pouring. Several of the boards that I did this on warped, but this is just one experiment. I like the end result. Like, this is just the first couple of colors that I went in with. A bit of sienna and umber, and then I went in with kind of some other colors, trying to copy some of the cup pour techniques that I'd seen other people do. I do think I need a bit more practice to kind of get the hang of getting a really nice look. I did put some silicone in this. I haven't quite got the hang of how to get the nice looking, oh, now I've forgotten the name of them. That's even worse. The cells, that's what people call them. The nice looking cells on it. I didn't kind of get the result I was looking for, and I may have pushed this around a bit too much because, as you'll see in a moment when I take to this with the heat gun, I probably push a good bit of this paint straight off the canvas because there's actually some really pretty stuff happening in there that I ended up kind of losing. I think I've gone over it a little bit in this with, yep, here we go. So this brought up some cells, but then I overworked it, kind of inexperience and learning a new technique, I started to get some nice stuff, and then I hit it with more in an attempt to get more of the good stuff, but unfortunately have lost some of it. But I still did like the general effect of this. I'd really like to use this technique more, get the hang of it. But yeah, it's a bit of practice, as most most art things are. You gotta kind of work out what colors work for you and what techniques work. I would have liked a little bit more of that white, bright color in there. Lost a bit of it. So I went at it really, really hard with this heat gun. The poor thing. Probably cooked half of it. The paint was still very runny after this, though. I was trying to get some of the cells back that I'd initially got, but clearly had kind of pushed it around a bit too much, and then, yeah, was like, maybe if I shove it around a bit more, but then the paint just started to mix together, so I started to get just a murky kind of colour as it all mixed together. So this was kind of where it was at, and I left it for a little bit to see what would happen because, yeah, I wasn't sure how much it would change. I did do a time lapse at the end of this out of curiosity. Like, this is sped up anyway, but I did a time lapse where I was just trying to see how much it would change as it sat. So this was it after a little bit of sitting, and with a bit of different lighting, I got a bit more of that green and blue coming up. And as I said, it did kind of start to dry a bit darker afterwards. Not sure what happened here. I think I must have flicked my lights off for a moment. trying to work out the best lighting for the piece. So I was trying to work out how to get rid of that kind of the light from the ceiling. So this was it without the ceiling light. I'd blocked it off with a bit of cardboard to try and get a better look at what I'd actually ended up with. So I don't think this was too bad for a beginning kind of attempt. Like I said, I don't think I should be doing it with the MDF. I had thought that the MDF that I had bought was sealed well enough already. So either I need to give it extra sealant, or there's just too much fluid with the pour to actually do it as a pour onto the MDF. It's just too damaging to it. But that's another thing that I guess I had to learn. So yeah, this was a fun project. I hope you enjoyed watching it. I guess there's the whole like and subscribe if you want to see more. And I'll share all my next upcoming experiments with you. But other than that, this is just what I ended up with. So thanks and goodbye.